but poetry, a poetry reading that we are having right now. So my name is Elijah. I'll be reading later. Up first is Nakai, and Nakai is the long-lost son of Nick Cage, born of pure declaration stealing adrenaline. Under a broad moon of Friday. I'm sorry. Blood moon, I'm sorry. As a special... This is a really beautiful bio, and I'm freaking out. Has a special connection to bread. Favorite movie, Kane. Not related. Cool. So I'm going to sit down.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Thanks for having me, guys. So, like you said, this is the Power Rangers but poetry thing. So today I wrote a very Power Rangers inspired poem. So hopefully y'all all watched as a kid like I did, and maybe you might get it. So, here we go. This is an ode to Zordon.
Yeah.
Oh, wise leader, protector of balance. Your weird tube projector crystal thingy always showed your good side. Even in the movie adaptation where they revealed your full body for the first time, and might I add, damn, you have style. That robe, probably have on Crocs too. Chillax is your middle name. But it's also justice. Putting trash where it belongs. Rita Repulsa always did talk too much. I'm glad someone did everyone a favor. That someone was you. Even being trapped in a time warp can't stop your goodwill. You taught generations of Rangers what it means to be true. That none of us are measured by the color of our suits. That the greatest power comes from within. Though we all mutually consider Tommy a fluke. That guy is badass. Lord Zed, Ivan News, Divatox ain't got nothing on you, oh Master Zordon. Your sacrifice will never be forgotten. The universe is in your debt. So when I see you in the next life, I have an alpha high five just for you from Angel Grove, Earth, and my aging 8-year-old body. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. That was my fun poem for today. I had a lot of fun writing it, so thank you. I didn't watch any Power Rangers for inspiration, which I should have. I think it would have been awesome. So, also a new poem that I wrote yesterday. It's about my hometown, so to say. This is what it means to say San Angelo, Texas. Leave a good first impression, or at the very least, a firm handshake. Always. Make eye contact. Keep it firm. Chances are you'll meet again. This town is small. Takes 20 minutes to go full circle, an hour if you stop at Hastings. Count how many friends you see there. It's the city's greatest game of how genuine you can be, and the trick is always be genuine. Different people are in short supply. You'll know everyone by the time you graduate, or at the very least freshman year of college. Not many people leave here. It's a good school, close to home. That's the mentality. Small town Texas chasing its dreams by tugging its heartstrings. It's a quiet country song melody. Plays over and over on Friday night football fields and over Sunset Mall loudspeakers. It's a quiet song. The kind you hum along to without even noticing you're smiling. That's small town Texas something. You really gotta live there to know it, to feel it. Grows up with your bones, aches when you're too far away trying to make a bigger town your home. And there's no place like Henry's, or Julio's. Breakfast taco rendezvous and Kixie plays the soundtracks. Makes you kind of like getting up early knowing there'll be virtually no traffic to anywhere you need to go. That's small town miracle. Like real snow on Christmas. Efficiency may not be its middle name, but at home is its first. And that definitely counts for something. And that's it. Let's see, so just a little quick bio. I come from Shiprock, New Mexico, hailing from the Navajo Reservation, so I want to support my peoples. I am 27 now, been here 2 years. Austin's a really wonderful place to me. I also read at APS with the Poetry Slam there for the last 6 months. That's like, this is as much as I've been reading poetry, so Like, I'm very new to like actually reading my stuff in front of people, so I still get kind of nervous sometimes. But hey, that's cool. So maybe if you write poetry too, you can do it. So, let me figure out which one I want to read. There's one from my diary. My heart is a ballroom. I hesitate to dance inside. The lights are dim. I'm in the corner, keeping a steady beat with my foot, tapping into the dark. I think about dancing. My hands resting calmly in my lap, their fingers intertwined like city car horns and street music. A harmony builds on my earlobe. I think about waltzing, carrying my body across the room over and over, waves to the shores of embracing motion. I close my eyes, stand up, and adjust my shirt as I walk to the middle of its hardwood floor as I take a moment, a breath. I start slowly, keeping my hips grounded in stillness, my hands passive at their side. I shuffle to the rhythm of those I loved, their voices carrying me on the ends of every sentiment we shared, carrying me on every fingertip grasp we kept in nights full of restless body heat, carrying me back to uncertainty. I linger in each memory, and one by one they grow legs, become a spider, and wait for me to stop moving. My heart becomes a web. I am the spider, pulling my own strings to keep me fed. I am the puppet and the puppeteer, feeding on broken hearts. My heart is blood and sin, and my heart is a church. I am the spider in the darkest corner. I don't pray as much as I should. There is a single candle keeping its altar lit. Everything is wooden, and it all creaks. I genuflect at the altar, hesitant to pray. And that's all. How many should I read? As many? 70? 70 poems? 5? No? I have a lot, so I'm just picking random.
420.
All right. It's a little flashback of my life. I met my mom for the first time twice in my life. Both times she was wearing a blue robe. Both times she was sitting up, smiling, an IV drip delicately hidden in the arms that reached for me. It's 1989. I'm in a nursery, and if you didn't know any better, you wouldn't be able to pick me out. I look just like every other baby. My family's hot breath excites my name on the glass that separates. My grandpa goes on about what I'm going to be by just looking at my hands and feet. A doctor. Those look like a doctor's hands, or a lawyer's hands. Those look like a lawyer's hands. Those feet. Basketball player? It's 2002 and I've pretty much stopped growing. Back in the hospital, my uncle holds me and says, "Welcome to the real world." It's 2008 and I want to leave this world. A gun barrel scrapes my teeth. I think about being born as I watch my only surviving childhood video. Every aspiration I could have been better than this lonely barrack sadness. A gun barrel scrapes my teeth. I cringe. The real world sweats in my palms. I lose the taste for death that day, or my finger just slips off the trigger. I'm still not sure. It's 2006. I'm wearing the same blue zip-up hoodie my mother bought me from Walmart when I first started high school. I catch my reflection in the hospital tile. Her room is a far walk from the entrance, and I memorize every step. She's sitting up in her bed, smiling. But it's a tired smile. It says, "I'm sorry, son. I didn't want you to see me like this. I wanted to be in a bed where you would only have to say goodbye to me one more time." It's a tired smile, but it's still a smile. It's 1989, and my mom is in a blue robe, relieved to have survived my birth. 2016, and I'm relieved to have survived my death, relieved the hammer never struck the bullet, thankful for sweaty palms, for fear, for dreams, for a chance to finally be whatever the hell I want to be. You're staring out the window at 4 a.m. For 4 a.m., the time I almost killed myself, reborn to the time I became myself. It's 2016, and the real world echoes in my palms, and they do not sweat. And that's all. I really like it here. It's my first time in Malvern books, and I have to say I definitely am going to come back, because there's like 20 million books I saw that I was like, oh. But anyways, here's a little short guy. Child limbs suspended as though the earth made puppets out of their small bodies. Tiny dirty fingernails overlapping more tiny dirty fingernails in a permanent decaying pile 8 hands deep. There is no saving them. Someone drowned them in mother. She keeps them now, reciting plays, keeping their strings still, leaving it to us to notice their potential. And that's all. So many poems. Since my friend Soups is here, that girl in the back right there. So this little joke poem about texting and driving, which is oddly enough I wrote like in 5 minutes because I caught her texting and driving once. So here's a little shout out to you. Shout out to you. What I mean when I say that I don't want you to text and drive, it's that I don't want to see your car on the news. A flash of broken, twisted metal caging your bones inside a quiet place where I can no longer hear your jokes. What I mean is, will the news even deliver your punchlines right? Will they talk with their hands? Kind of nervous but still composed, will the tones of their voices sporadically climb around their smile the way your laughter does when we make a joke at Andre's expense? How long will they cover your body? Will they cover your body? Or will they make you a tragic spectacle in high school parking lots to show how important it is to pay attention while driving? Will it only be crooked metal? Or will there be fire? Will you laugh? Smile in your last moments. Will it only be your smile? Will your naked enamel unmake the wild light that eats your flesh? I imagine your death, and I know it is not the normal thing to do when you think about your friends, but think about your friends. Think about your absence on this stage, how even living one city away made it quieter. Friends, we are born into this, screaming and quiet, always destined for some mangled end, whether it be time or metal that crushes us. In our last moments, either we are screaming or we are quiet. But I imagined you laughing. And if that was your last moment, gone smiling, then whatever chaos that took you went away still. And that's it. Wallet, sleeping, Skittles, cell phone, loud music, cigarettes, Walmart, toy gun, failure to signal, CDs, ID. It's a sort of checklist I keep now of what not to hold, of where not to be, of what not to do, at least as much as I can. Because if everyone had a list just like me, it would be hard to always keep it clean. Sometimes, I just like to walk in the park at night. Maybe it's cold, so I wear a hoodie. Maybe it covers my face a little bit, so I try and smile in the darkness at every face I see. Maybe I'm listening to music, and maybe it's loud, because maybe it needs to be. So I can forget about a rough day and the vocals and melodies. Maybe I fall asleep on the grass. Maybe I drove there. fell asleep in my car. Maybe I get hungry, and the only thing I can decide on at the store is candy. Maybe this whole time I'm carrying my phone in my front pocket in case of emergencies. Maybe this is an emergency, and I turn a corner and forget to signal. Maybe I'm just a kid, and this park is also my escape. Maybe I have a toy gun and my young mind doesn't know the full story, just the raw power it emulates. Maybe I'm just trying to live, or in spite of all my careful balance beam mannerisms, just trying to identify myself as not a threat. Maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe this time no one should be out this late carrying pictures of their family, or dressed like that, or tired, or hungry, or desperate, or forgetful, or desperate, or compliant. It's too hard, knowing when to be what's expected. Many people say it's easy, but their feet don't bear the same scars from walking on glass. Their mouths don't immediately snap to yes sir and yes ma'am, they just carry on. And maybe their semi-automatic rifle goes with them, loaded, handle still warm from their palms. It's not easy. Seeing people who are just like you dying for something so common. So if you don't get it, maybe think of it as you, carrying the wallet, the toy gun, the cell phone, forgetting to signal because your music's too loud, sleeping hungry, desperate, just trying to provide in front of a Walmart, desperately trying to convince the gun pointed at your body that you're not a threat. Maybe it's you. Your memory tied to a bullet point checklist that someone makes to remind themselves that doing something innocuous with their skin is not always safe. Maybe because when you get to know it, it's enough to motivate you to look over your shoulder, to question your decisions, and pray it isn't.
Thank you.